It was a crisp, early morning when Karen, a notorious HOA board member, made her way to the farm, her eyes scanning every inch of the land with a judgmental glare. She had never liked the way things were done here, on the sprawling farm owned by a man named Marcus. She had always believed that his land violated certain HOA rules, rules that, in her mind, were set to make the community perfect. It all started when Marcus decided to expand his farm, adding a small barn and a few animals. It wasn't the kind of thing that would disturb anyone, but Karen saw an opportunity. She didn't just want to report it, she wanted to cause trouble. She called the local authorities, claiming Marcus was running an illegal operation. Without hesitation, she dialed 911. The call went through, and Karen, with a smirk on her face, made sure to mention every possible violation she could conjure up. She was convinced that this was the end of Marcus's quiet life on the farm. Little did she know, the man she was about to confront wasn't just a farmer, he was much more. When the sheriff arrived, Karen stood there, her arms crossed in satisfaction, waiting for Marcus to be reprimanded. Marcus, however, remained calm, unfazed by the situation. As the sheriff approached him, Karen's confidence started to waver. She had expected Marcus to be nervous, maybe even apologetic, but instead, he stood tall. That's when Marcus reached into his pocket and pulled out his sheriff's badge. "I'm actually the deputy sheriff in this town," he said coolly, his voice steady. Karen's jaw dropped. Her expression shifted from arrogance to disbelief as she realized she had made a grave mistake. The sheriff, now fully aware of the situation, shot her a look that made it clear she was in the wrong. The rest of the encounter was a blur for Karen. She stammered through an apology, but Marcus wasn't having it. He explained the law to her, making it clear that he had every right to expand his farm. The sheriff nodded in agreement, and Karen, embarrassed, could do nothing but watch as Marcus walked back to his land, his badge gleaming in the sunlight. It was a moment of reckoning for Karen. She had misjudged Marcus, and in doing so, had exposed her own bias. As she stood there, her pride shattered, she realized that sometimes, the people you least expect have the power to silence the loudest voices.